guys, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Today I'm reviewing Shango by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. The reason? There isn't any reason. It's just the next Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab that I'm doing because it's the next imp that I pulled out of my bag of imps. So, this one is a really old one. It came out in 2006, I believe. But it's still very much available today. It is a general catalogue fragrance and it's part of the Skolko line. I don't even know if I've pronounced that right. If you go to their website, you'll see it. All of the fragrances in this collection are named after gods of some kind. Angry gods, all kinds of gods. You've got Nyx in there, you've got Hades, you've got all kinds of gods from all different myths and religions. But who is he? He is the god of wrath. He is... oh no, he's the wrath of God, even, it says, actually. And it says that he's the god of lightning. Apparently he's the smiter. He smites people if they're not up to standard, I think. And there's a huge blurb on the Black Phoenix website about the particular god. And I've got a little bit here. I'm not going to read you the whole thing because this video will be very long. This is what it says about him. The wrath of God, the most beautiful lord of lightning and the owner of all palaces. That's kind of a cool job, if you own all the palaces. I'd like that job. He is the illumination of a lightning strike in the night sky and is the retributive strike of the rightful king. Shango punishes those who are not living up to their responsibilities. He gives insight to the truth in all circumstances, and is the essence of the thrill and excitement in life that makes every day worth living. So, this is one of those Black Phoenix fragrances that I don't think matches up to the description. Sometimes they're really on the money and sometimes I don't really understand why. It does say here, the Master of Lightning's ofrenda contains, and ofrenda is a Spanish word for offering. I don't know if it's maybe his symbols or something, but this is a very fruity fragrance and this is what it's got in it. Red apples, banana, chili pepper, coconut, pineapple, pomegranate and sugarcane. So as you can imagine, this is a really fruity fragrance, and I was wearing it today and a little bit yesterday before I went to bed, but mostly today. But I like the word Shango. It reminds me of that film about the little lizard guy. Rango! He was called Rango. That was a really cool film. Anyway, what does it smell like? So, first of all, I never really get any chili from this. Some people do, I've read, but I don't get any of that from this. This, to me, has an overall tropical fruit bubblegummy type smell to it. It's like a tropical fruit flavoured bubblegum. The main thing here is apples. That's the main thing through the stages of it being wet and when it's drying, but not really when it's fully dry. At first, it's like an apple and banana combination. So it's a banapple. That's what I can smell, but it really does smell more tropical than apples, because apples I see as quintessentially British. I don't know, it's the orchard thing, and it's very... we eat a lot of apples over here. But yeah, it's like a tropical apple bubblegum. Strange, very strange, but very easy on the nose, really pleasant, quite playful actually as well. And the coconut's there as well, but it's always just in the background. It's just a touch of coconut that I smell from this. That's what happens first, and upon wearing this more I can tell you, what happens after that is pineapple starts to come out as well, so it makes it go even more tropical after a little while. But the overall character and tone of it, there's a kind of dusky tone to it, and I'm not sure where that's coming from really. Maybe it's kind of like coconut husk or something, I don't know, but it feels a little bit fuzzy and dusky to me. It's not a crisp fruity smell. It's soft and dusky at the same time. And the oil is actually quite dark brown. So where's that coming from? I don't know. But it's mainly appley anyway. It's really weird actually, because the last Black Phoenix perfume I reviewed was Snow Glass Apples, which was also really appley. But this is appley in a different way. It's blended with tropical fruit. So it's like a drop of England's been put into the Caribbean. I don't really smell any pomegranate in this, and I have smelled fragrances by Black Phoenix that have a very prominent pomegranate note. That was a mouthful. But yeah, it's really all about the fruity appleness with a tropical twist that feels a bit bubblegummy, and that's the main wearing of it. That's really what you're going to get. The dry down of it is a bit strange. Not strange, but it's not what I would expect. I'm not really sure what the base notes of this are, because Black Phoenix just lists them in a list, usually from what's the most potent at the beginning to what's the least. So red apples make sense, it's the first thing on the list and it's the strongest thing in the fragrance. So, but the dry down, it goes even more dusky smelling, so it kind of goes a little bit nondescript, I would say, a little bit sugary and a little bit fuzzy. All of the fruits kind of disappear a bit and you're left with just a fuzzy sugariness with a little bit of powderiness, but only a tiny bit there. That's all it is. But yeah, it's really fun to wear. I wouldn't say it's a huge standout fragrance from Black Phoenix, but you know, I'll review anything, I don't mind, I'll review anything by them. So that's pretty much it. That's Shango by Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. I'm Matt from Click my logo to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. Goodbye.